And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it is Sunday, and you know what that means? It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, FedEx, and of course, that old outlaw Waylon Jennings, as well as a big road trip, a big work week for me this week, fighting blizzards, fighting everything under the sun out there in Wisconsin. So shout out to Wisconsin this week. Next week, I'll be in Sioux Falls and Sioux City, I think. What is time? What is places? What is locations? But on the move, on the travels, fun week in Wisconsin this week. And I did pick up quite a few things on my travels to Wisconsin. But a big week here for, of course, weekly purchases. Of course, my wife's coming here to do the mailbag with me. One of the all-timers of a week last week in the weekly purchases mailbag, as we talked about our pet rat committing suicide. Yes, suicide, and we got an update that blows that away in this very video. So stay tuned to the mailbag when my wife comes in here for that. Gonna be a story for the ages, folks, a story for the ages. But of course, we gotta talk about this weekly purchases video. And of course, weekly purchases brought to you by jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% in all in-stock items. Yes, 15%. Got to get a deal out there. And then, of course, next week, the 13th, I believe, of March, what is time? Once again, they are having their big grand opening at their new store location. So check that out if you are in the area. And, of course, Patreon giveaway. We're in a brand new month. It is the month of March. It is the 5-year anniversary of this channel this year. So thanks to everybody for their well wishes. Here's to 5 more, or maybe 5 days more. We'll see what happens. But we do got a Patreon giveaway this month. It is the AEW Jazzwares Supreme Walmart exclusive Sting. We're giving this away over in the Patreon this month, but that's not it for giveaways. If we can hit 50,000 subscribers at the end of the month when we do our big 5-year celebratory video, if we can hit 50,000 subscribers by then, I'm going to do 5 giveaways between social media, all that kind of stuff on the channel. So stay tuned to that and subscribe if you have not already. Going to be a lot of fun stuff in that 5-year anniversary video. Some major announcements, some big time guests, and just a lot of fun. So stay tuned for the 5-year anniversary later on in the month of March. But let's dive into some housekeeping this week. A lot of videos on the channel, 4 videos every single day, as you guys and gals know about that. We did talk Greatest Hits Series 7. We did rank that entire wave and finished up that line. Of course, WWE. SummerSlam Elite line. We finished that bad boy lineup as well. Monday Night Wars. We dived into Series 6, I believe we're up to on that one. We started diving into those. New Big Rubber guys, Matt Cardona, and of course, one Brian Myers. We unboxed those on the channel. Top 10 Most Wanted WWE Superstars was the 49,000 subscriber video. Check that one out if you missed it. And even one of those ones got announced this week. So how about that? That's a quick turnaround. Of course, the one that caught the nation by storm over the last couple of weeks, it is the Ringside Collectible exclusive Road Warriors Legion of Doom figures. We unboxed both versions of those on the channel this week. We dived into the Great Muta and the final boss as well. So did a lot of different unboxings, of course. And then, of course, we did a Wisconsin toy hunt. I went to the Hard Rock and paid my respects to Cheap Trick in Rockford, Illinois. All kinds of stuff on the hunt. Ate some Dave's Hot Chicken twice, maybe even along the way. A lot of fun stuff there. Of course, our weekly toy news video as well. I got another toy hunt video this week, so there was really 2 toy hunt videos. Monday this week, we did the Kansas City toy hunt, so a lot of fun stuff in that video if you missed that. So a little Kansas City toy hunt on Monday, a little Wisconsin toy hunt on Friday, all kinds of hunting going on. I got another Wisconsin toy hunt video to come on the channel on Patreon probably this weekend, so stay tuned to that. And then, of course, we also did some Mortal Kombat unboxings with Shiva, King Hiss, Turtles of Grayskull, Skeletor Walmart exclusive, as well as all the unboxings we did over on Kyle Peterson 2.0. So enough stuff to keep you busy, no doubt about it. I appreciate everybody watching the videos and, of course, subscribing to the channel. But that's enough jibber jabber. That's enough housekeeping. Let's bring my wife in. Let's get down to question of the week. All right, my wife Angie is here. It's time for question of the week. Angie, say hello.
Hello.
Angie's got a lot to answer for in this very video here today. As of course, Angie, I was gone all week in Wisconsin. Beautiful, the land of dairy cows and cheese and blizzard. So that was a fun one for me. So I was in Wisconsin all week, but there was shenanigans going on afoot when I left town. And if you thought last week's weekly purchases was a good one, this one's going to take it to another level because there was a lot of feedback, Angie, on weekly purchases last week. And there was people that said, we need more Angie on the channel. We need more Angie. But we had quite the dilemma last week, and if you missed the question of the week last week, you better check it out. But we did have a rat that decided to commit suicide in our house. Yes, short story, he wanted to hang himself. He got the job done.
You should have given a trigger warning first.
I guess, but he tried to kill himself. How many times did he try to kill himself?
So many.
So many. He just hated this life he lived here. He did not like this house. He wanted to be a sewer rat, I think is what he really wanted to be. He wanted to be free. He had the life of luxury. Lived in like a 3-floor condo.
It is crazy.
He had better food than us, and it always drove me nuts. I said, instead of throwing that food out, you could give it to the rats instead of buying all these rat treats and stuff. Long story short, this rat killed himself. He hung himself, of course. It was Gus, right?
Yes.
Was it Gus? It was Gus the rat that killed himself. Well, then we, of course, knew that we talked, I think, last week that, when rats, they have to have a partner in crime. They need a friend. They don't do well by themselves. So we're like, oh, great. Peanut needs a friend. So what do we do? So I said we could just kill him and just be done with it. And of course, we talked about possibly getting another rat. And that's exactly what we did, is we welcomed one Stephen Piercy to, of course, the family here. So we got Stephen Piercy the rat. I think we talked about that last week, didn't we? So we talked about Stephen Piercy the rat coming in, and unfortunately, Stephen Piercy not as friendly. He's not as friendly as a rat as the other ones.
He's shy. He's
very timid, very shy. Very timid. Not the other ones we had since they were babies, so they were more socialized. Right. So he just likes to hang out and doesn't want to come to his old buddy Kyle or Angie, I guess, all that kind of stuff. But then, of course, a disaster happened, I think, starting Sunday last week.
I can't even remember.
So I left town on like Tuesday or something. But our old friend Peanut took a turn for the worse. And I think you guys know where this is going. Now, Peanut didn't want to kill himself. He loved living here. He just loved it. He thought this was the greatest place to live. But without his brother, what happened? Just like they said, they say it in all the Google stuff. And it's true. I didn't want to believe it. But he slowly took a turn for the worse. And how many days did it take for him to finally meet the old big rat in the sky?
Maybe 5. It was quick.
4 or 5 days, he went there just downhill real quick. And then Stephen Piercy, the new rat, was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know this rat. Now I'm by myself because Peanut's off on the side to die.
Oh, my God.
But Angie, what were you doing to try to keep Peanut alive? Give us the whole rundown of what your plan was.
Keeping him alive? I don't know.
We
gave him antibiotics.
You gave him like Pedialyte. Tell the whole story.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he got like a respiratory from the other rat because they're really sensitive in their lungs. So we gave him some antibiotic in his water.
Some Pedialyte.
And we just like held it. Man, we separated them.
Just in case.
But
tell about all the love and kisses you gave him, the heated, warm blanket. This is for a rat, mind you. This isn't our dogs who are just lucky to get let back inside after it's snowing.
Stop. Not when they're dying.
But you sat there with a heated blanket, I was told, with him, petting him, talking to him, even giving him some of the patented rat kisses.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad I was
None of it helped.
I'm so glad I was in Wisconsin for all this, that I didn't have to be a part of this. And of course, Emma could care less. She doesn't have a heart. She's got no soul like myself. But Elle was all tears, I'm sure.
Yeah, when the one died, I was like, what an idiot. Why would he kill himself? He had the life.
Yeah, Emma's a realist like myself.
And Elle had to take the day off school.
Elle took a day off school because she was so depressed about it. And thankfully, in a plot twist, Peanut, when he died, we had a blizzard here and school got canceled. So Elle couldn't pull the card of, I need to take another day off school. She got one just because of the weather. So, and meanwhile, you guys were all warmed at home, living the life with the dead rat, of course. I was trumping through a blizzard for 4 hours into my car, trying to make towns is what I was trying to do, and risking my life. And I did wonder while I was driving down, staring at this blizzard, like, who will have the better funeral? Who will be missed more, Peanut and Gus the rats or me? I don't know. It was a wild thought. But So that's the only part of the story. That's the tip of the iceberg of this story here with these rats. So we're down 2 rats. Now,
our garage is a pet cemetery.
Yeah, it is. So it's so cold out there. We got them locked away in this. And we should really do a funeral. We should do the funeral and film it for the channel. I'm going to put on the coat and I'm going to say some words. They're not going to be very nice words, but I'm going to say them.
Boxes.
They're stuck in 2 cheese boxes, which is very fitting for rats, I do think. But more on that in a future video, maybe. But that's just the tip of the iceberg here with this rat story. As I'm gone. And Stephen Piercy, poor Stephen Piercy, living alone. He doesn't know where he is in here. And Angie, why don't you take it away what you and the kids did while I was still gone, once again in Wisconsin?
So we went back to the pet store, explained what happened. And then the lady told us that everyone that was in that cage that we had taken Stephen Piercy out of was actually a family. So they had gotten there was like a family that owned all 4 of them, and then they had to turn them back over because they were moving into like an apartment or something.
How does that happen? Like, rats live in a cage. I can see these people giving up a dog or a cat, but like, oh, these rats. And does nobody have a friend?
They already know what I did. They already know.
You can see them. Does nobody have friends that have snakes that you could donate these things to? I don't know. But yeah, we do know what you did, and I couldn't believe this. I was getting gas at the time, trying to fuel up my vehicle, just trying to get home. But Angie, she goes there, this whole family, and then we find out here, before you get into it, the whole family, that you pulled Stephen Piercy out of his family and broke up the band, broke up the rat.
I'm shocked he didn't die.
I'm shocked he didn't die. So you broke up the rat family. And if anybody knows the band Rat, they're very dysfunctional as well. Old Warren DeMartini and the boys. But Stephen Piercy, no wonder he was down in the dumps. He lost his whole family. They didn't tell you guys that time.
That's
so
terrible.
then, Angie, take it away where this went from here. So
we got a deal on these rats. I'll tell you that right now.
So they said they want to bring
$10 a pop.
$10 each. They said, we want to bring the family back together. So once again, I'm traveling. I'm in Wisconsin. I'm in the wilds of Wisconsin. There's bears in Wisconsin. You get a hunting tag for bears, I found out. And people make bear jerky, apparently, up there. It's wild in Wisconsin. Shout out to Wisconsin people. But Angie decided to take the whole rat family home. So I haven't even had time to mourn Gus and Peanut. I've been on the road. And we got 4 new rats looking at me in the face when I got here. So now there's...
Got the whole band.
Got the whole band back together. So now we have Stephen Piercy, of course, staying. But we also have Robin Crosby joining the fun. Bobby Blotzer, you got to have the Blotzer. And then, of course, picking up the rear, Warren DeMartini. We got the whole band rat back together. It's a wild time to get rats in a cage, like Young Smashing Pumpkins. But poor Angie here now, you have double the rat work to do. Double the rat work. Double the pee.
And you got double the food to buy.
Double the pee, double the poop, double the food, double the water. I'll never financially recover from this.
No.
I'll never financially recover from this. It's unbelievable.
The Tiger King at this point.
Oh my gosh. All these rats, and they're wild rats. Some have red eyes. Like they're fueled by Satan. They're fueled by Satan. I think it's Warren DeMartini and Bobby Blotzer, I think, are the 2 with the red eyes.
Stephen's the cutest, and then there's another one that's really cute.
Warren DeMartini, always the heartthrob of rat, as we do know, but he's very fluffy, like fluffy, like
weird.
Very wild.
And different than the other one.
I would like to get some video or some images of these rats, but they don't come out of their nest, their house, their hut, whatever it is. They're all locked in there, locked on inside in there. So it's a wild time for these rats.
There's one hammock and they all 4 go in there.
Oh my gosh, this is just rat-tastic here, but it was a wild week. I can't believe it. The ups and downs of this rat story. I can't believe last week we go from suicide to this week. 4 new rats we didn't even know a week ago. We got 4 new rats that we didn't even know.
The upside is they're old.
They're old.
Sleep a lot.
So they're 2 years old.
We'll only have them a couple years, maybe.
They live 2 to 4 years, so they're on borrowed time right now. One of these guys is going to kill himself this week. But yeah, then I can see it. Well, we only got 3 rats now. We got to go get another one. We're down to 2. I think we got to figure out
good odds now because we can just keep going until there's only one.
When we get down to 1, we're going to find a friend with a snake, and we're just going to finish it off. Is what we're gonna finish it off with. But
maybe I have a snake.
I do. I'll show you later. But yeah, a wild week. So Wisconsin travel, rats coming and going, dying and entering the universe. It's just wild time. And Ace, Domino, and Lemmy don't know what to think about all this. They're just chilling and living life. They're living that corgi poo life is what they're doing. So Angie, a wild week. That's for sure. We haven't even got to the question of the week yet.
God, my abs are
oh my gosh. Are you ready for the question of the week?
I guess.
All right, take it away.
All right. RJ Toybuzz 4119. Kyle, do you have any old camcorder videos of you opening figures during your childhood or young adult time frame that you would ever share?
I would love to share it. I would love to pull. I got nothing. My family hates me.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever told the story about it?
Oh, that's where it's going to go. It's going to that story.
When your parents got married and you said thanks that.
Get out of here. That's not that story. That's not the story I'm going for. I can save that for another day. Giggles over there. All VHS tapes, always fun. Always a riot to look at young Kyle doing things.
Cute.
Another day. Cute. Another day. No, stop. Okay. Another day. Another day. This is jibber jabber too long. We're not going down that road. But we were going to go down the road of answering the question of the week right here. And my parents did not like to film me very much when I was a kid. You know, it's a tale of different things with my sister. My younger sister, they got, you know, they've documented everything. I think there's a picture of every day of her life, I think. I'm pretty sure. Poor Kyle, it's like trying to find pictures of Wyatt Earp back in the day. It's like, did he exist as a kid? I don't know. So don't have very much. And I don't think we have any video of me opening stuff. I found a couple of pictures. I'll put those up. That was the best I got. The people, they say, give Kyle the toy and he'll get out of our hair, I think is what probably happened there. I think that's what happened. But I'd have to search through these DVDs and VHSs if there is anything. But it would be cool if I could find some VHSs of me opening up some old wrestlers or G.I. Joes back in the day. We could do an audio commentary track over the top of exactly what I was thinking because I remember. You show me that video, I'll remember everything about it for sure. But I do have a couple of photos. But, you know, I don't even have a photo of my first dog as a kid. Like, we never took a picture of my dog, Ebony. Shout out to Ebony. She was a real one. And I think we named her after the Stevie Wonder song. Ebony and Ivory with Paul McCartney had to have. Or she was black. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, she was a black lab, wasn't she?
Black lab. But poor Ebony dead. And that's a story for another. Don't get me started on that story. You'll never see me so mad and worked up. That is a story for another day. The story of Ebony the dog.
Cliffhangers.
Oh my gosh. I got stories for days and you guys are going to hear every single one of them. I'm going to force you to listen to all my stories eventually. But
the next question of the week is, what did Kyle say in that video?
We're not going down that video right now. Another day. But nothing. I would be great to have that kind of video, but I would share it. But all I got is pictures that I know of. But Dad, you're probably watching this. Do you got any? I don't even know where they were.
There's got to be video. If Tammy was going to bust it out, that's when she would have busted it out. Birthdays, Christmas.
You would think. So maybe I got something. Maybe I don't. If we can find something, we could put a nice video package together. I'm sure. Except I don't know how to do that, but somebody would.
Truly memory.
There it is. That's the question of the week. We've talked too much. There's too much jibber jabber. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today.
I need a pancake.
A pancake?
Talking about pancakes.
You talked about it last week?
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I still haven't got my pancake.
Where are you going to get a pancake? Are we going to IHOP tonight? Is that what we're doing? Are we going to IHOP? Are we going to Perkins? There's no Waffle House around here, but Waffle House thing only has waffles. You know, it's not Pancake House.
The only decent IHOP is the one out west.
Yeah, you got to go to the next one. I don't know. Breakfast for dinner, maybe.
Ashes, cigarette ashes.
But you know what? I've been gone all week. I'd love nothing more than to get you a pancake.
Yay!
So if you need a pancake, only one, no syrup, no butter, just one pancake. That's what we'll get you. Look what Angie got. She got her pancakes. Gave him a kiss even. We'll figure that out. That's next on the assignment. A lot going on here today, but that is the question of the week. See, this is what I'm talking about.
We can tell them we have a little slumber party here.
Oh my gosh, it never ends around here. It's a wild place. We got a slumber party. There's like, how many girls are here?
There's 4 14-year-olds up there running around. I'm shocked that was the first bark. Honestly.
That was the first bark, but those dogs, you know, they're attack dogs too. That's the other thing. You guys might have your rats and stuff, but those 3 dogs, they're with me. They're on Team Kyle all day long. All day long and twice on Sunday. So there it is. That's the question of the week. Moving on, of course, if you want to be the question of the week, put it in the comments down below, and you too could be the question of the week. But now we got to get down to it, Angie. Let's get down to it. The weekly purchases. All right, we got, I think, 2 rounds of weekly purchases this week and stuff that came through the door. Stuff, of course, I found on my work travels, and I guess we'll dive into it on some of the stuff I found on my Wisconsin toy hunt. I did take a trip to Target. Beautiful this time of year, Target over there, especially with 5% red card savings, as we know. But I did get the latest and greatest Superman figure, of course, from the McFarlane Toys line, Todd from the couch. A little quieter this last couple of weeks. Also figured out and found the old Nightmaster. All the Nightmaster, Rockin' and Rollin', Struttin' and Strollin', Red Platinum Edition. Found him at Target. Also found the Dark Flash when regular Flash just isn't enough. you got to go to the Dark Flash. So we got Dark Flash through the door as well. But the hits keep on coming from McFarlane. A little Aquaman universe here. We got the Tempest. Oh, Titans Rebirth, of course. Got him through the door for McFarlane. It's been a little quiet on the McFarlane front over there on Kyle Peterson 2.0. Got some new stuff to dive into maybe next week. We'll see what happens. But we're not done. Found these on my hunt before they were even officially announced. Platinum edition of Two-Face. Look at that. The white and black attack going on strong there. Digital, of course. And his partner in crime, one Dr. Fate. So got the Dr. Fate this week as well. So a lot of McFarlane through the door, shockingly enough. But we're not done. I did go to GameStop of all places. Found some Simpsons figures at GameStop this week. Found the new Millhouse and bicycle right there. Homer at bat. Can we get a Jose Canseco figure to match this one? How about that? We got Homer through the door. Got Lenny as well. Can't wait to get Carl. You can't have them without each other, of course. We did get Lenny. No Marge and Maggie for whatever reason. Not at my GameStop, at least. But I also finally did get around to picking this one up. It was Radioactive, man. I ended up having like $15 in GameStop coupons, then membership pro stuff. I ended up saving like $25 all in. So it was a nice day at GameStop. It's not always the nicest day at GameStop, as we do know. But here's one that was a little controversial from a couple of weeks back, and I blew my top a little bit, but rightfully so, if you ask me. But I did get my replacement body to my Mondo Scareglow figure. So Mondo, of course, once again, that's what everybody says in the comments. Kyle, contact their customer service. Their customer service is so great. We've talked about it before. I agree. It is great. They fixed a lot of my issues. We just shouldn't have a customer service team having to work that hard where 1 out of every 2 figures has an issue I have to contact them on. That being said, though, they did send me a new body because of my leg issue. Now, I can glue that other leg in. I got to keep the body on that one. We know that Scareglow came with like 5 heads, extra hands, extra cape, all that. Now I can really make another version of Scareglow. Now, that's not good for Mondo, but it is a good make-right message for the consumer, which is me in this case here. So I did get this through the door. Shout out to Mondo for always fixing issues like this. I do appreciate it, of course. And we're not done. Speaking of skeletons, spooky skeletons, how about ZoloCon exclusive Mythic Legions? The Headhunter skeleton right here. Got to give a special shout to Amon Merrigan helping me find this one at ZoloCon, shipping it out my way. So I got that one through the door, but we weren't done. I got a double dose of Barbarians, the new Mythic Legion exclusive to the cons at this point. It is the Barbarians ×2. So very excited about this one. Feeling a little He-Man-esque on here. Basically a 3, 4-in-1 figure, depending how you do it. I am here for that. So very happy, very excited to get these out of the package as well. So stay tuned for those unboxings. We've been unboxing a ton of Mythic Legions over on Kyle Peterson 2.0 as of late. But that's round number 1. Now we got to go into round number 2. All right, let's bring it home. Let's finish up the weekly purchases. And I got to give a special shout out this week to somebody that has an Etsy store. It's Retro Remix 3D, as they did send me something special. So it's on Etsy, Retro Remix 3D. They sent me something cool, very nostalgic from my childhood. It is the WWF ice cream bars back in the day, 3D printed right here. And you can see this Hulk Hogan one here melting. Just kind of like Hulk Hogan's career after WrestleMania 6, melting away right there. But how cool does that look? Very, very cool, but they weren't done. I said, Hulk Hogan, wait a minute. But they did send me something, knowing what I really like. They did send me the Ultimate Warrior. So these are very, very cool. Little desk displays I could see going on. Really, really like these. These are a lot of fun here. So check it out. Retro Remix 3D over there on Etsy. They do sell those. Very, very fun. Very nostalgic. Shout out to them, of course. But here, now we got some wrestling. We got some wrestling to dive into. How about the Hardy Boys Ring of Honor 2-pack? Yes, the Hardys, they joined up with Ring of Honor. Who'd have thunk it? But still getting figures from the vault. We saw yesterday Jeff Hardy coming to a ringside exclusive. It never ends with these Hardys over there at Jazzwares, I should say. And we did get 2 of them. I ordered 2 of those for my collection. So I got 2 of the Hardys through the door. How about Ringside Collectibles? Of course, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. How about the Sabu Bell to Bell collection? A sleeper figure. Didn't even know this was coming out, a lot like the Road Warriors then. And constant learning, constant improvement. We're going to dive into this on the channel. Can't wait to dive into the Sabu. One of my all-time favorite performers from back in the day. And then I accidentally ordered a second Sid, apparently. I thought I only ordered one, I ordered two. So I might use this as a giveaway on the channel. We'll stay tuned to that. But old Psycho Sid coming in Sid Justice flavor back in the day for the main event. Check out the unboxing on the channel. And then a mantra of the channel the last 5 years, and really mantra my whole life, of course. No warrior left behind. I came across this Ultimate Warrior out on the hunt. I said, I can't pass up this warrior. I'll find a home for it. I'll do something with it. I just couldn't leave it alone in the wilds of Wisconsin. You guys understand that. Through the door this week, really quick, the brand new Walmart Kenny Omega exclusive came through the door, so always nice to get that. Very plain Jane, though. Not a lot of bells and whistles with this one on all intent purposes right there. And then, of course, one pro tip over there at ringside, to be able to get free shipping sometimes. Say you're ordering, $59 worth of stuff, find something really cheap, put it on there. That's what I did. I got a table to put me over the mark for free shipping. So I did get a table there from ringside this week. How about CM Punk and Larry Zombie Sailor toys? Of course, I got two of these. I did get, of course, Larry there. Can't wait to put one of these Larrys with my Elites. That is the plan there, of course. And then, of course, the CM Punk figure as well. Finally here, was it over a year wait? Something like that. Seems to be the norm over there with Zombie. Waiting for perfection, I guess, is what's going on. But I did get two Heels of Faces CM Punks. Stay tuned to those unboxings on the channel. Also, another Zolocon figure. Heman got me. I got the Steel Brigade Zolocon exclusive as well. Got the Vac Metal helmet on this one. So shout out to the old Valaverse there. And last but not least... oh no, there's more. How dare I forget? I guess we're going to have 3 rounds of weekly purchases. I got another stack over there. I already forgot. So let's move on to round number 3. All right, time for round number 3 of weekly purchases. Forgot a little stack over there to the side, but I did, of course, get my ringside collectibles, unsanctioned classic superstars, Hawk and Animal, the LOD. I got the variant and the regular. I got a mint on card set, so I'll leave these in the box at least for now, but I got a mint on card set, and then, of course, we unboxed both versions on the channel this week, so I ended up getting 4 of the LOD. Gotta get them. Of course, you know me, I'm an LOD guy, and as of right now, it is technically classic superstars in my brain, so I need to be a Double Up Club member. We'll see what ends up happening in the future, though. Walmart exclusive Skeletor. We unboxed this on the channel already as well. Couldn't wait to get that one open, so check out that video if you did miss that. Also got a little ringside action, Series 116 Chase Randy Orton. So I'm still waiting for my rest of my set of 116, but I did get the Chase one through the door this week. So hopefully the rest of 116 comes any day now, I guess. Also took advantage of the sale over Christmas time. So I ordered, I think it was this, the Sid, what else did I order? That table, and I guess this Randy Orton. And I got the ringside exclusive DX Retro Tag Team Bundle, part of the Double Up Club on those. I was waiting for a deal. Finally got a deal on that one there. And last but not least, I did pick up 2 of these this week. One for me, one for my dad. Hopefully my dad will join us on the channel. We'll see what happens there. But I did get the latest and greatest Invisible Man. Didn't even know this was shipping to stores yet. I walked into a Target, I want to say in the Quad Cities, and there it was just chilling on the shelf. Could not believe it. Once again, a very fun thing to walk into a store and see something you didn't know was coming out. Very excited for that one as well. So that is the weekly purchases. But what did you pick up this week? What did you find out on the hunt? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 50,000 subscribers, getting closer and closer. Make sure you do subscribe. Don't forget, of course, the Patreon. We got the Sting giveaway this month. A lot of stuff going on over there every single day. And some surprises every once in a while as well. Check out ProWrestlingTees.com. Check out my book, The Complete Guide to the Classic Superstar Series, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and of course, digitally. Don't forget Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for another weekly purchases, you know what I'm doing. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way to South Dakota.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?